Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. And the Springboks have officially announced a brand new team. Brand new team for this weekend. And I don't know, I think anyone saw was coming, to be honest. And there were a bit of rumors that we're going to see a lot of changes in the Springbok lineup, but I don't think anybody thought it was going to be to this sort of extent. Because Jacques Nienaber has basically made changes in almost every single position. In fact, the only player to keep their spot in the starting line from last week is actually Eben Etzebeth. It is 14 new players into the side. That's how different this side is. A new captain, a brand new bench, and we are looking at potentially one, two, three, four. I think it's four debutants potentially. Five debutants actually, because it's four in the bench, two in the starting up, six debutants. That's how many we're looking at. Six new caps and 14 changes to starting lineup. Before we look at the side, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. And let's go through the side before we actually discuss it. This is how we will line up. Now, first of all, Thomas du Toit starting at loose head as a shift back to the loose head days. He's been an absolute unit at tight head throughout the season, but he is being trusted to do it at loose head this weekend. He is next to Joseph Dweba, who gets an opportunity. Trevor Nyakane is at tight head. We've then got Eben Etzebeth next to Marvin Orie, who comes into the lineup. Marcel Coetzee is back in a Springbok jersey, which will please a lot of fans. Pieter-Steph du Toit also back and does start. And the big news, Evan Roos, the man of the moment, will get his Springbok debut from the start in the number 8 jersey. The halfback combination will be Jaden Hendrikse next to Handré Pollard, who will captain the side. Apelele Fassi gets an opportunity in the wing. Kirkley Arendse on debut on the other wing. Warwick Gallant at fullback. Andre Esterhuizen, Jesse Kriel are the two centres. And then off the bench, Malcolm Marx, Instukum Kunu set for his Springbok debut. Vincent Koch, Ruan Nokia set for his debut. Reynard Alstad, Dion Fourie to make his debut at 35 years old for the Springboks. Grant Williams on debut. And then Damian Willemse in the 23. This is going to cause a lot of controversy. And I don't think the Welsh media nor the Welsh team are going to be particularly appreciative of this team, because it is very much treating this incoming series as an opportunity to just build depth, basically. You know, there is an element of no respect to a certain degree, and that's what people will say in terms of us not maybe taking the series as seriously as possible, given the fact that we've just made 14 changes. But this is a plan for next year. We are seeing World Cup 2023 preparations here. That's what this team is. That's what this entire last 2 weeks has showed. We are planning for next year. We've given one team a go. They did a certain job. We're giving another team a go. We're going to see what job they do. And then next week, we'll then obviously probably see a bit of a combination, especially depending on what happens this weekend. The scary thing is, this is not a bad side at all. However, it is a side with very little experience. Marcel Coetzee is probably one of the most experienced players in that pack, but hasn't played in a long time. Thomas du Toit and Joseph Dweba, Trevor Nyakane is a very solid front row up front. It really is. There's nothing wrong with that front row. Marvin Orie at 5. I would have liked to have seen Ruan Nokia start, but again, given the fact that there's so little experience, you can understand it. But I think Marcel Coetzee, Pieter-Steph du Toit, and Evan Roos is a very exciting loose trio. Jaden Hendrikse, very talented player, not in a particularly good bit of form at the moment, but for me, as someone who's got everything he needs to be a Springbok scrum half. So very interested to see how he goes next to Handré Pollard, especially given the fact that they did speak about, or Dion Davids yesterday spoke about the fact that the Springbok kicking game has to improve if we are to do well this weekend. Hendrikse, Pollard, very good up and unders, very good tackle kicking. Hendrikse in particular has got a very good box kick. So you can understand the thinking there. Fassi gets an opportunity. A lot of people talking about him, and I've always been saying that the Springboks view him as a wing rather than a fullback. And I think that people just kind of need to realize that at this rate, the Springbok management just don't see him as a fullback, and I completely agree, to be honest, because I think that he still has a lot to work on in the entire skill set before he does start fullback. And I do think that at a certain degree, it's slightly easier to start on the wing. Same as Kirkley Arendse, who gets an opportunity on the wing. he was a bit of a surprise inclusion in the squad, let alone now in a lineup. Andre Estes and Jesse Creel, two players who have got a lot to prove. Andre Estes coming on the back of his best domestic season ever. And he's got a big opportunity now to really sort of lay down the gauntlet to Damien de Allende and say, I can actually take your place if you don't be careful. Not that I think Damien de Allende's place is even up for grabs. For me, the most exciting selection is Warwick Galant at fullback because, you know, Willie Leroux played really well this past weekend, but I do think the natural replacement for him is Warwick Galant, although Damian Williams was very impressive as well. So very excited to see what he can do in the starting lineup there. Then you still got quite a lot of experience. You know, Malcolm Marx, Vincent Koch with Nkunu was a perfect opportunity to sort of bring a very exciting youngster who I think has maybe sometimes struggled at scrum time, but next to two very experienced operators and two players in very good form. So I think it's a nice environment for him to be making his debut. Ruan Lokia, Reynard Alstad, Dion Fourie, it is very much a bomb squad. We have gone with a 6-2 split. And I really, really do think that Grant Williams and Damien Willemse coming off the bench is a very exciting sort of addition because they can inject a lot of pace into the game and can try chase again if they need to. It's a very interesting team. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven. I'll chat to you soon.